the other day I was talking to a friend and she said, Michelle, I decided to do a one-day event and I don't know what I did wrong. No one came to my event. And I have to tell you, it's not the first time I've heard it. I've heard it 100 times, and it's no one bought my product, or they didn't show up for my event, or they didn't join my program, and nothing worked. That's what I want to talk to you about, because the problem, the mistake that I see people making is that they're not planning for the profitability of these launches, programs, products, whatever that might be. Hey, this is Michele Scism. I want to welcome you to Entrepreneurs Take Action. And today we're going to talk a little bit about planning. Now listen, don't zone out on me. I get it. Entrepreneurs became entrepreneurs for a couple of reasons, right? They, they're free spirits. They want to try what they want to try. They want to do things their way. They want to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. I get all that. And that's great. However, if you would like to make money as an entrepreneur, there's got to be a plan. There's got to be a strategy. You can't just say, I'm going to do this one day and poof, people appear. It does not work like that. So here's the thing for all you non-planners. I am going to make this super simple. 3 steps. That's it. Okay, so don't zone out on me. Stick around for the 3 steps. So the first thing is we decide what it is that we're doing. Let's say you're going to do a one-day event, or maybe you're going to do a launch, or you've got a program where you need to put some clients in, whatever that looks like. I'll use the one-day event as an example for you right now, because I'm actually in the middle of planning for my one-day event. And so when we make the decision, that's step 1. Okay, decision made. You know what you're going to do, right? Step 2 is to look at your plan of how you're going to put people into that event. Now, what is that? That event is going to be profitable in a couple of ways. Number 1, there's going to be ticket sales, right? So people are going to pay to be there. So there's money in that. And number 2, there's going to be some form of a call to action out of that event. We're not going to actually talk about that today, but here's the deal. If I can get people into the room, I know I've made money with their ticket sales. And number 2, I can convert them into something else to make this event profitable. So my focus has to be on getting butts in the seats, or your focus might be on selling people into your program, right? Today, again, we're talking about a one-day event as our example. All right, so we've decided on the one-day event. The process is in place. I know how much the ticket sales are. I know where it's going to be, all that good stuff. The second step is to look at what closes people into my desired outcome. What is my desired outcome? Butts and seats. Get them to say yes to be at the one day. Okay? So how do I close people into that? Here's the plan part of this. And that is, I know that speaking engagements work. I know that one-on-one conversations work. And I know that social media and email marketing also work. So I'm going to put together a plan. Where can I go speak? What is, what are the places that are going to draw people's attention to me? Maybe I create a hot list of who those people are that I really want to be in my one day, and I'm going to reach out to those people. That's the third step. So the first step was the decision. The second step was to decide on the plan on how you're going to fill it. It's called a fill plan. Okay. So the third step is to actually have a plan for the fill plan. This is where people screw up. They do. They look at me and they say, okay, great. I'm going to go speak, and I'm going to do email, and I'm going to do social media, and I'm going to call people. Fabulous. That's what I want you to do. But they don't take the next step, the third step, which is to plan those things. So number 1, if you're going to use speaking to put people into whatever this is that you're selling, you need to know where you want to go speak. You need to have a plan for who you got to reach out to, who you're going to contact, right? Number 2, if you know that you want one-on-one conversations, make you a hot list. Who are those people that are top of mind for you? You've been thinking, man, I need to call Susie. You've been thinking about her for a month. Do it. Put her on the list. Make the phone call. Say, hey, Susie, I'm doing this one day. I would love for you to be there. This is why. This is what you're going to get out of it. Okay? And then the third thing is, if you choose social media and email marketing, then what is the plan there? What are the tweets you're going to send out? What are the Facebook posts? Do you have a sales page that people are directed to, or a video that people are directed to? Something where they can find the information and hit the buy button to come to your event or buy your product or program. Okay? So I want you to look at, those don't have to be your plan, although I'll tell you, that's pretty much our go-to plan in Decisive Minds. Works every time. All right? So feel free to steal it. I don't mind. I tell all my clients to do it, right? So what are those 3 steps again? Number 1, make the decision on what is it that's going to make you the money. Number 2, decide how you're going to fill that, how you're going to close people into saying yes to that, how you're going to convert people there, right? And number 3, what's the plan of action to have step 2 work? All right? Okay. So it sounds like you got a lot of work to go out there and do. Listen, it's not that difficult. Here's the thing. Once you outline this, every time you go to do it again, you can just replicate what you did before. Modify the language a little bit, right? My team knows when I make a decision to do something, this is going to be the plan we're going after. We're going after speaking engagements. We're going after one-on-one conversations. We're going after social media and email. And yes, there are plenty of other ways to market as well. And depending on the size of whatever it is I'm doing, I may include tons of them. I want you focused on 2 or 3 ways that you get really good at in getting people to convert. All right? Okay, so I'm going to get off my soapbox. This is Michele Scism. Get out there. Have a great week. And remember, be decisive. Bye-bye.